Y'all, what the heck is up with Woodfin? That's what we're gonna figure out today, because Woodfin is this tiny little incorporated area right north of Asheville, in between North Asheville and Weaverville. It's a blip on the map. It's something we never even consider, but there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of development happening here, and you're not gonna wanna miss it. Today we're gonna visit 3 different homes. We're gonna talk to the locals. We're gonna eat some good food, and we're gonna figure out what the heck is up with Woodfin. So what's the deal with Woodfin? Well, here's a place called Reynolds Village, which really reminds me of Biltmore Park. It has a very similar theme in the sense that, like, there is a developed commercial area with a place to work out. There's lots of doctor's offices nearby. There's some restaurants here, like the Village Porch. There's apartments you can live up above the commercial side of businesses. You can get your hair done, your nails done, every single thing you want. It really reminds me of Biltmore Park, except for one thing. There's just not a lot of people here right now. Like, we're on a Saturday afternoon, and it should be kind of full, and people are out and shopping, and the storefront should all be occupied, and they're just not as much, which is kind of a bummer. So you know what Woodfin needs? Is kind of a central hub. It'll get there. I have faith that it'll all work out, build it, they will come, but it's just taken a little bit longer. It's a gorgeous area. And right up behind this shopping complex and this development is Reynolds Mountain, which is absolutely breathtaking. The homes up there go anywhere from about $2 million to $5 or $6 million. So it's a really upscale, gated community. You're not too far from Weaverville, which is kind of known for its views, so that's cool. They even have a little fountain and a hangout area. It's a gorgeous place that I'm sure will be filled soon. It's just taken a little bit of time. But yeah, you get everything done here. I mean, you could like live and work and recreate right in this area. And you've got the French Broad River, hop, skip, and a jump away. And what's great about Woodfin is it's easily accessible. So you're like 5 to 7 minutes from downtown. You can hop on I-26 super easily to go down to Charleston, to the beach, or to go up more into the mountains, to go to Johnson City, Tennessee, places like that. It's just like, what, 2 minutes away, I-26. It's right there, but you don't really hear it. It's not very intrusive. Yeah, there's so many cute little stores here. We should check one out. Oh, look, the costume shop. Now, this has been a staple in Asheville for many years. And this is a place that has very eccentric and fun costumes that you can rent for special events. Let's go see if we can find a cool one. Hey!
How are y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
So people rent these for like special occasions or like parties or Halloween or
So it's every single thing. So we have things for sale, the stuff up here. So lots of costumes,
Oh,
masks,
for sale.
makeup, wigs.
Oh, fun.
And then we have other things for rent in the back.
Got it.
And those tend to be more unique, one-off kind of things. Some stuff that's been with the shop since it's been around for 40 years.
Nice.
So
Can I ask you a couple questions about like Reynolds Village
Yeah.
in this area? Do you live in Woodfin?
I live in Weaverville.
You live in Weaverville. Okay,
Yes.
so but like how long does it take you to get here?
Maybe 10 minutes.
10
well,
minutes.
If
If you're flying.
I'm rolling. Yeah.
Police, do not pay attention to this
Do
because
not
she
listen
is
to me.
going the
With
speed
the
limit.
Police, hush.
You know, we're walking around here and we're noticing that it's such a cute area. You can live and you can work.
It's so cute up here, and nobody knows it's up here.
I know. Where are the people? Is what I'm saying.
No, it's so, you know what, you can't see it from Merriman.
Yeah.
Also, weirdly, they named this North Merriman. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So there's some.
So you think everybody's just lost driving around looking for it?
I think they just don't even know it's up here
I
because
know.
you can't see it.
People don't really think about Woodfin a lot when they think about
I
Asheville
love
and everything.
Woodfin. Before the shop was here, it was down on Riverside Drive, also in Woodfin. And I just love weird little Woodfin.
Weird little Woodfin.
Yeah, it's
It's
great.
a new slogan
Yeah,
that you just coined.
it's great. I love it.
Because we were saying like, what's up with Woodfin? It's weird little Woodfin.
Everything is up with Woodfin. Whatever you can think of is up with Woodfin.
It's growing, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah.
Have you seen changes over the last like 4 years?
Definitely seen a lot going on. Yeah, but it's also, it kind of stubbornly clings to, I don't know, it's a little small townness, which I like.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, I don't want it to explode. I know the town wants to become more prosperous, and which is great, but I also want it to kind of keep its small weirdness.
Yeah. Okay, y'all, what do you think? Does anybody know what this is from? Comment down below, let me know. What is this outfit from? If I were dressed up for Halloween, does anyone know what it is?
Okay, here's another one from officially 101 Dalmatians.
Woo! One thing you need to think about if you're buying a home in Woodfin, especially if it's going to be a second home or something like an investment property that you want to rent out with short-term rentals. In the last year and a half, they have changed the policy on short-term rentals in Woodfin. Some people can be grandfathered in depending on the different properties. So that's really another reason that you want to reach out to a real estate agent, because we're going to know the updated rules and regulations and what they have decided upon with the council when it comes to short-term rentals. A lot of people really desire Woodfin because of its proximity to downtown Asheville, and the rentals do really, really well here. But you have to make sure it's the right property that already can be grandfathered in and that has the permits needed by the city. Reach out to us any of the ways down below. We'll be glad to offer you advice on anything that you need real estate, especially if you're buying and moving to the area. We are always happy to help, and we have plenty of time. Now we are at the mill at Riverside, which is an industrial complex. Now you got to keep in mind, Woodfin used to be quite industrial area of Asheville. It's where all the manufacturing was, and like the businesses and the offices and things like that. And now there's some artists that have moved up from Asheville to the area. And so it's become a little bit more eclectic. And so what used to be called the Riverside Business Park is now the mill at Riverside, and they've added like a coffee shop. And the coffee shop is so good. And it's located right on the French Broad River. Let's go inside. Oh, look, it's our dog. It's our dog for the day. Every day we have to have a dog. And this dog is not super interested in me. Oh, you noticed, he had to go. He had to go. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling right now, because it smells so good. Even though I don't need coffee in the middle of the afternoon. So right out the back door, you walk out and you can have your coffee or your little snacks right on the French Broad River. So adorable. Look down here, all the people just hanging out next to the river. This is such a great place to have a meeting or just come with your friend and sit and relax and take an afternoon break. Don't fall in the water. One of the wonderful things about living in Asheville is that there's so many rivers nearby, and there's so many bodies of water and runnable rivers that you can just sit next to. There's something about it. I just love being next to the water. Okay, there's a couple more really cool places that we want to show you in Woodfin that most people who live here don't even know about. So now there's no main drag to Woodfin. It's not like it has its own downtown or its central hub. There are a few different places that have more businesses than others, but really it's just a few thoroughfares and some homes and subdivisions. Hey, wait a minute, what's this thing? Outsider Brewing. But look at this, there's an alien on the side of the road. Woodfin's not a huge place. I mean, there's only about 8,000 people that live in Woodfin, and if you think about it compared to Asheville that has like over 100,000 people, and then Buncombe County, which has 300,000 people, Woodfin is just like this little dot on the map. But you know what? There's a lot of cool stuff here, and it's absolutely amazing. Think about how big it is too. I mean, like we talked about, it's industrial area that's turned into like this really cool spot, but it's only like 10 square miles. It's just so tiny, wedged in between North Asheville and Weaverville. It's kind of undiscovered and really a beautiful spot that's probably a little bit more affordable than right inside the city limits of Asheville, but you're like 4 to 5 minutes away. So here's the deal, y'all. If you're looking for a place to live in the Asheville area or Western North Carolina in general, please feel free to reach out. Any of the ways down below, we'd be glad to hook you up when you're ready to buy a home. It's our absolute pleasure to do so. So, talk to you soon. Welcome to the Woodfin Wave. This is so cool, and it's just being developed in Woodfin, right outside of Asheville. So I mean, it's like what, like 5 minutes, 7 minutes to downtown Asheville. And what they're doing, this is so cool. What they're doing is they are creating this play wave. Now, why would they be creating a wave on the French Broad River? Because it's super fun for kayakers to get in their little playboats and splash around and do, what do they call, cartwheels and blunts, loops around. You know, they get in there and they flip around in their kayak, and it's just a super fun, McTougals. It's just a super fun place to play. But not only, you don't have to be a kayaker to come here. Because right here, there's all these picnic tables right on the French Broad River, and they're gonna put in some more parking areas on either side. And then if you look here, there is the future phase of the Greenway that is going to connect West Asheville, like the Hominy area, with the Riverside Business Park. So you'll be able to bike and walk really easily and safely to this area. So it's going to connect nature to downtown area pretty much, which is going to be awesome. Hey, let's head down and see if anybody's even here. Cool. You know what? I am a river lover, and good thing I live in this area because this is the place. There are so many different rivers that run through Asheville. There's like 100 runnable rivers in western North Carolina within about an hour of Asheville. So it really is just a haven for people that love to be on the river. Whether you're canoeing or fishing or kayaking or stand-up paddleboarding or even just tubing, you don't have to be extreme, you know, in your skill level on the river. So look, there's all these picnic tables behind us. There's a lot of walkways here, pathways. We've had a lot of rain lately. So we had like 3 weeks of like no rain. Things were getting real crispy and hot, and I was like, I'm just gonna stay inside for a little bit. Now hot here, you gotta remember, is like 85. I was kind of being weak for a minute and being like, I'm just gonna stay inside. And now it's rained like afternoon thunderstorms for a little bit. So you can see things washed up. The French Broad River is a lot higher than it normally is right now. And you can always look online and see what the CFS is for any kind of river that you're thinking about getting into. And one of the things that you want to think about in western North Carolina when you're getting into rivers is how big the flow is, because you want to know if it's safe. You also want to know how rocky it is, because we have a lot of rocks in western North Carolina. And if you get on these little rivers like this one in Noah or some of these ones that don't run as high, you want to know if you're going to be scooting over rocks or not. Now, Woodfin has come a long way in the last 10 years. Woodfin started out really as an industrial complex. There's a lot of manufacturing here. There's a lot of businesses that are here. And it's really developed into this beautiful area where there's multi-million-dollar homes in some places. There's a lot of construction and building happening. It's kind of, when we talk about the wave, it's kind of the new wave of North Asheville, because it's strategically located where they're developing in between North Asheville and Weaverville. So heck yeah, it's a good place to be. But nobody ever thinks about like Woodfin's this individual thing. So here we go, right behind us. We have where the wave is gonna be, right? Yeah, it looks like there's a road going out into the middle of the river right now, but they're gonna construct it so there's these perfect waves. Now, there's a lot of people who love surfing, and this is gonna be a place where you can surf in the mountains. How cool is that? You'll see there's a bridge right over it. They're talking about building a new bridge. We'll see when that happens. It's probably, you know, when the other one deteriorates enough, they'll do that. But this is such a beautiful spot right now, and there's nobody else around us. Okay, so we're heading across the bridge now just so we can get a bird's eye view of the construction of the wave area. And you can see like the railroad track runs right by here. And we have railroad tracks all over western North Carolina, so it's pretty normal. But man, this is a really big project, and I'm super impressed with Woodfin and Asheville in general for like putting the money and the budget and the resources into building something like this. You know, the French Broad River is one of the oldest rivers in the world, the 3rd oldest river. Besides, I think the Nile is older, and I don't know what the other one is. The New River is older. Can you imagine? There's so much history here. There's so much history in these mountains. And here we are in the French Broad. I love the smell of a good river. We just passed a lady that was sleeping on her front porch, her screened-in front porch. And we're just saying how that's some nice country living, and that's what front porches are for. So come on in, let's check out this house in the subdivision of Riverwalk, which is a really cool place because it's only 10 minutes north of downtown Asheville. And it's its own little contained subdivision with lots of cul-de-sacs, so there's not a lot of through traffic here. The traffic's pretty easy. Now, this home has 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, only 2,000 square feet, but the layout's really cool. You have a nice open concept kitchen that flows into the living room. One of the interesting things about this home, there's 2 or 3 really interesting things. So when you walk in the front door, you have this room. Now, I think the people that lived here before used to use this as a bedroom. It's right off the kitchen, so normally this could be a dining room or an office, even better, because you have access to the front door. Now, here's the funny thing about this house, which is kind of cool. Well, like normally when you see a garage that opens up into the house, wouldn't you think that it would open up off the kitchen? Like you come in off the kitchen? Not in this house. Come over here, check this out. So here's the front door. Here is the garage, right off the front door. Huh, makes it easy for an entryway, huh? Because you're going in the same way, either way. Here's the downstairs, let's go check out the upstairs. And then outside, we have something kind of special for you, so stick with us for a second. So with 2,000 square feet and 3/4 bedrooms, this home packs a lot of punch for how big it is. What's cool is that there are 3 different bedrooms upstairs. Here's the primary. Now keep in mind, these people have already moved out, so we're not gonna have it all staged. Check out the closet in the primary bedroom. This is huge. This could be an office even, right? You could totally have an office right here. This is a massive closet. And then off the primary bedroom, you have a big bathtub and you have double sinks here. You could totally take a bath here. It overlooks a little bit of a mountain view in the backyard, which has a couple of aspects to it that you're really gonna like. So upstairs there's 3 bedrooms. We have a little bedroom over here. They're tiny, they're smaller, which makes sense because you've only got 2,000 square feet. So like, these are great for probably kids or guests because they're not super massive. But you know what I love? Upstairs, there is this like bonus area, which could be used as a playroom or a learning center if you're homeschooling, or an office too. It's a nice little bonus area. Or if you needed an extra bedroom, you could totally wall this off, put a door here, and have another bedroom. So as we make our way down through the living room, they have a gas fireplace here, a huge, huge TV. And then, as you know, one of my favorite things is to be able to walk out the door without any steps into the backyard because you will use it so much more. So here we are. Guess what we have in the mountains in North Carolina? We have a flat, level, fenced-in backyard that is pretty much private. Now this is what I say to you a lot, and this is what we help our clients do. We help our clients find the perfect home that suits their needs. And you know what a lot of those people ask for? They ask for privacy. And they think that they're gonna need 2 or 3 acres to get privacy. Not true. If you check it out here, that we do have a house over here, but this is an upstairs window that's closed, nobody's looking. We have a fenced in backyard with established trees, and back here, there's nothing. There's just trees and bushes. It's totally a private backyard and it's so quiet. And you don't have to have 2 or 3 acres to achieve privacy in Western North Carolina, even year round, because we have evergreens and we have trees and foliage, and it's a kind of a dense rainforest, so it's easily accessible to get privacy without having tons of maintenance and acreage. Now, one of the things you'll see a lot in the Asheville area in general is everybody's got a fire pit. I think it's because we like being outside and like the ritual of fire, and we enjoy like spending time together as a family and community and things like that. Do you all have this everywhere? I mean, is this all over the U.S.? Comment down below and let me know. Do people all over the place have fire pits, or there may be more regulations in certain areas? But in this area, everybody's got a fire pit in the backyard, and that's where we entertain. So we're gonna have a little bit early lunch. What is this, Centerville? This is right on North Merriman Avenue, and I think it's kind of a locals place, right?
Totally.
Do you live in Woodfin?
No.
Where do you live?
I live like over at Asheville, North Asheville.
Okay, which is like 5 minutes away.
Very close, very close. Although to be honest, I never really go over here. I don't know why, besides for work.
Woodfin is just tiny, right? I mean, people don't, but it's incorporated, so it's its own little place.
Yeah. I didn't even really realize this was Woodfin for a while because I just felt like part of where I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is quite small.
It's almost like just a little part of Asheville.
Exactly. That's kind of what it feels like to me. That's kind of what it feels like.
What do you think about Woodfin?
I think it's a great little community. We've been here now in business 4 years here, but I've been in Asheville for 30 years, and now this neighborhood is starting to come up again, it looks like.
Yeah, because Woodfin's evolved a bit, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? How's it different?
It's different where we're starting to, this corridor between Beaver Lake and Weaverville has really been quiet for many years. But now we're starting to see little independent businesses pop up.
What kind of businesses?
Well, our sandwich shop, of course, opened up 4 years ago, along with Everyday Gourmet. They opened up the same time we did. There's a hair salon down the road. There's also a little ice place over here that serves like flavored ices.
Oh, yeah.
That popped up just recently as well. They're putting in a little strip mall a little further south of us here now, right at the beginning of Woodfin. That's going to have some retail shops in.
Are you seeing people moving to the area and like living in Woodfin too?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
businesses are coming to support that influx of people.
Businesses are coming in. There's been a lot of apartments that are being built here. A lot of people have been coming from outside of North Carolina to live here. There's also
Where are they coming from?
They're coming from all over the country, actually. They're coming from Michigan and New York and Florida and Texas and California.
And there's a range of different homes in Woodfin too. I mean, there's some that have not been touched yet, that need renovation and need work. And then there are homes that are up to $4 or $5 million.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's really interesting to see the whole gamut of building and people that are coming in here now. There's a lot more diversity than there was 10 years ago, that's for sure.
Yeah, so because there's people from all over now that are coming here. It's not just people from Western North Carolina.
No, not at all.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Okay, let's get some food.
This is the best chicken cutlet sandwich in the land.
Y'all, we have something special for you now. Like, check this out. This is going to be a very unique property located in Woodfin, like 10 minutes from downtown, off this pretty quiet road. We start walking in here, and this is not just like a normal property. What's unique about this is it's on 6.3 acres, and it's totally gated. At least this part is. So you can just close this off, and it's all gonna be private. 6.3 acres. And not only does it have like a stick-built home, although not that big, but really cool inside and modern, it also comes with really two unique things. One is a schoolie, a school bus that's been converted that looks like it stays here most of the time, and that they use for like guests if they come to stay, or you know, it could even be like a little schoolroom if you homeschool or something like that. And there's also a shipping container on the property. How awesome. That could be a home office. That could be some extra living space, or a big playroom, or a fitness area. Hey, look at this. There's like this cool like little ninja. Can you imagine this property for kids? I mean, this is all wooded. This is 10 minutes away. They have like ropes courses. You can be totally surrounded in nature and feel like you're in the middle of nowhere and be downtown, rocking it out at your favorite restaurant in 10 minutes. Okay, so next we gotta go on the tour. Which one should we do first? The house, the container, or the schoolie? Comment down below and let us know, and I'll just stand here and wait. Okay, you got it? Let's go. Now, first let's check out the main house. Now, when I say main house, I don't mean that this is gonna be gigantic, because this is what's cool about this whole compound. I kind of feel like it's a compound, is that there's many different areas in which people could live. So these days, there are people that are going in together to buy homes. It's called multifamily. And this could be one of those situations, and I'll show you why now. Now this is would this be classified as a tiny home? I don't even know. I mean, this is 750 square feet. It doesn't feel like it at all because this kitchen is so wide open. Ooh, and I love these concrete floors. This is so cool and modern. And these concrete countertops. And look what they've done here, over here with the cabinets. These are all glass front cabinets, because usually people try to hide it, but how nice is it to know exactly where everything is? I think that's genius. And I love the way that they have combined the materials here between wood and concrete. And the countertops are just also different with a big farmhouse sink. Everything feels very expansive because the ceiling is so high. They didn't try to use all the space so that they could have that nice, light, airy feeling. Let's head back to the bedroom. Again, they have these polished concrete floors, which are so ultra modern and really, really cool. I wonder if they're heated. If they were heated, that would be double the pleasure because that would be absolutely awesome. And look, this primary bedroom goes right outside to the fenced-in backyard and the deck. They even have a different little sectioned area back here for the backyard off the primary bedroom. You see how that's all separated? All these little fenced areas are all separated so you can have your private space. Smart thinking, man. There's mini splits throughout the home. A bathroom down here with a bathtub for a full bath. And then let's head upstairs and see what's upstairs. So it's one big giant room up here, which could be a bonus room or a kid's bedroom. It is lofted, so it is open out here. So you're not gonna have all that privacy, so you wanna think about what you'd wanna use it for. And in North Carolina, the ceilings have to be 7 feet tall. They are maybe over here. So this is not even counted in the square footage, right? I wouldn't think, because you can't count ceiling heights that are under 7 feet. Look at that. In North Carolina, as square footage. So I bet this is a whole bonus area. Okay, so what should we go see next? How about the little ADU next door? Because it looks like a little mini version, a little mini-me of this house. So how could you use an ADU next door? Let's think about it. So we have this house, which is 750 square feet. Give or take, considering that bonus room. Super usable, beautiful space. And now we have this little ADU which was built. Now what's cool about this is that they said that it's movable. If you wanted to pick it up and put it somewhere else, you can, because it's pretty much detached. It is attached to the whole house water filtration system from this home, but not the septic system. So it has a composting toilet in there, which means you can just pick it up and go wherever you need to go. That's pretty cool. So imagine you have a teenager or somebody that lives with you that you're like, it's time for them to have their own space. They could totally live in this little ADU, or you could use it as a guest area. Have a bed in here because there's this little mini kitchen area. You could have a hot plate on it or whatever you need. Now check out this composting toilet. I don't know how exactly it works. I'm sure that there is a great fail-proof method to how it works. Oh my gosh, little sinks drive me cuckoo. I love it. They're so adorable. Does this have water? It's not working right now. But all this is brand spanking new. Nobody's ever lived here. This could be a massage studio. This could be a home office. This could be a fitness room. This could be a guest quarters. This could be anything. It could be anything. Can it be a short-term rental? Now that's where we get into the nitty-gritty in Woodfin. I'm going to tell you about it in just a minute. So here we are in the front yard of the shipping container part of the yard, just right next door to the main house. Now they have put a shipping container here, which is kind of fun. And it looks like they never quite figured out what they were going to do with it, or maybe they had a purpose that we don't know about now, because it's totally empty. It kind of looks like it was a playroom and a play area for the kids because it's near the garden, but inside is totally bare, except for some shiplap walls. Now, look how long this is. I think it's what, 12 feet wide and 40 feet long, something like that. This would be a great fitness room, yoga room, or home office here. I guess you could live in here, but there's not really a bathroom or running water. There's just electricity. Should we check out the schoolie? Okay, so here we are at the schoolie. They have used this to house extra guests. They probably took it on the road for a while. But I'm gonna crawl in here because you have to get in through the back door because the front door is locked. So, hey, it's always an adventure on living in Asheville. And we love what we do. And if you want us to help you find the perfect property for you, no matter what it is, we'd be glad to reach out any of the ways down below and watch me climb in this school bus. Because this is living in Asheville, L-I-V-I-N. We are not messing around. Let's go. You gotta just traverse over the bed area. I imagine it's an easier entryway otherwise. But look, there's like a farm sink in here and all kinds of stuff. Totally live in here, don't you think? Just take it on the road. Oh my goodness. Look, you could totally cook. It's probably hooked up to a propane tank. We could go to all the music festivals. Look, you got a little toilet here. What a long, strange trip it's been. Look what we just found, y'all. We looked up the hill and we're like, is that another accessory dwelling unit that goes with the home? And there's like 3 bays here. I don't know what they all do, but this is kind of like a little warehouse thing. I think they use it as a home gym. Let's go inside. I don't know. Are there lights in here? Look at this, y'all. It's a total home gym with a heater. I see a heater going on, some windows. Whoa! What's in here? Oh my gosh. If you like working out, you're gonna freak out right now. Oh my goodness. It's a whole CrossFit. You got a whole CrossFit on your property. This is amazing. Okay, so you can just imagine you can open all 3 bays and be outside, inside home gym. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and what about this one? You never, ouch, my phone is in there. You would never have to leave your compound. Anything else left to see here? I think we're good. We have something special for you coming up that's totally different from the 2 homes that we just saw. So we're gonna get on the road. We're gonna drive about 5 minutes because Woodfin, if you blink, you'll miss it.
Hey Beth, real quick, there's actually one more thing here.
There's another thing here? There's no way. So we got the main home, we got the little tiny ADU, we got the shipping container, we got the schoolie.
There's actually a camper up the hill here as well that comes here.
It comes with the property? For real?
Right here. Right
Okay,
up the hill.
okay. Okay, well, never mind. We're gonna go check out a camper. Are you serious? Is it open, Justin? I guess we're gonna find out. You know what I love? I love that they have fenced in all the little areas. Hello? But it doesn't even fit in. Well, we can imagine. There'd be like so many different places you could live. You could live main house, little mini house, ADU, shipping container, schoolie. You could even finish that little warehouse gym thing out, couldn't you? It's amazing. Can you imagine having so many different options to live? It's so close to town. You know how much they want for this place? For the 6.3 acres, $629,000. Imagine the possibilities. I bet there could be even more building sites on this property too. Okay, we gotta head to the next place. It's gonna be new construction. It's a new subdivision. It's gonna be really cool and it's really close to the French Broad River. Let's hit it. So here we are. This is brand new construction in Woodfin at Riverside at Woodfin. Really small, kind of micro subdivision that has all brand new homes. Some of them are already finished, like some people already live here, and some are still in the works. And there's only about 20 homes right here. So it's gonna be kind of intimate. There's a lot of hustle and bustle happening right now as they finish it up. But we're gonna go in one right now that is almost finished. It's almost finished. It has 4 bedrooms, I think 3.5 baths, is that right? Yeah, 3.5 baths. That's a lot to pack into 1,800 square feet. Let's check it out. Now this home is 2 weeks away from being finished. So we're at the final stages of construction. We almost have the certificate of occupancy, but not yet. So there's no electricity in here. Good thing we have a good camera. You can see there's gonna be a gas fireplace. They're getting all the appliances and the proper spaces. Where's that going? Oh, they have 2 ovens in here. I don't know why. How beautiful though. Nice open concept. High ceilings. Let's check out what else we have. This looks like a bedroom back here that's gonna open up. Yeah, open up to the back area. We have a little bathroom here. Wish we had a lift truck. Big enough, cute enough. You're gonna be close with your neighbors, but they're probably gonna be pretty cool people. You know what? There's an upstairs this way. A bedroom downstairs, but they said that there are 4 bedrooms and 1,800 square feet. So there's gotta be 3 bedrooms up here. Oh, under construction. Here's a little bedroom. This is all carpeted up here. Nice. So if you have a big family, this is gonna be a nice space for you. Because the layout is really well done. Now we're gonna go down this hallway, and at the end of the hallway, I think is gonna be the true area. Here is a larger bedroom. Then it looks like there's a bonus room because there's not a door here. But if you needed a door put here, you could totally put a door here and have this be a private area. We're seeing this more and more now. There's these bonus rooms upstairs, like a little second living room. Wow, if this is gonna be open in 2 weeks, they got a little bit of work to do in there. So we're not just showing you this home because of this home, even though it's nice and brand new and new construction and has a lot to offer. We're showing you this home because of the location of where this new subdivision is. And you might be quite interested in this location in general because it's 5 minutes from downtown Asheville. It's going to be connected to the new Greenway. It is right across the street from the French Broad River in the $13 million Whitewater project, Wave and Park that they're putting in down there. it's going to be a prime location for all things nature-oriented, all things downtown Asheville. And if you want to get up north, it's going to be super easy too. It's going to be pretty amazing. So we are at the Silverline Park here. Now this is pretty brand new. And this was developed by the Silverline Plastic Company right next door, which I think is pretty dang nice. Now there's a boat ramp so you can put into the French Broad River right here. Directly on the French Broad River, there's some picnic tables, a huge grill. There's a playground with a pirate ship that looks awesome. There's a pavilion, there's a family over there having a picnic right now. And this is really cool. And this talks all about the French Broad River and about the area and what kind of animals and the snow melt and the biodiversity in the area. Awesome. And if you look right behind me too, you'll see that there's a possibility you can live directly across the street from this park and have access to the river whenever you want it. But you don't have to really worry about flooding or living in a flood zone or maintaining any kind of waterfront property. That's nice. In Asheville, we love beer. So we can't come to Woodfin and not go to a brewery, right? And now we have Zillicoa, which is right on the river, which is so super fun. And there's people drinking in the middle of the afternoon because it's Saturday. So they're already rocking it out. There's some music going. They have live music here too, right? Some barrels happening. It's like a big warehouse that's right on the river and people are having a great time having some cornhole. With so many railroad tracks in North Carolina, they might as well use them, right? They're not hauling freight everywhere these days by train. And this is one of the coolest things in Woodfin that I've seen, and we love to do as a family too. This is the Craggy Mountain Railway. I think they have like little tours that go out all the time and they take you out on the train and they go where? All over the place, right? All over Asheville? We'll go talk to them and see what they do. But in the winter, it's so super cool because they have a Christmas train ride and you go and like find Santa and unwrap some presents, and it's just super fun, especially for young kids. Let's see what they have going on here. Look, we're on a train trolley right here. And here, look out this window because you can see the actual trolley that you go on. And it's kind of open air, so you can see on either side and go down the railroad tracks. Hey, we're making the YouTube video about living in Asheville. Can you tell us just kind of like what you do?
We do different things. It's kind of a history tour today. It's at 4 o'clock. Our ticketed trains Thursdays and Saturdays are $15 a ticket. Children 3 and under are free, and they tell a little history down the line.
About Asheville, or what kind of history?
This is an original trolley line.
Okay.
So we have the last mile and a half. Asheville had the largest, or second largest trolley system.
Okay.
In the nation in the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Asheville didn't save anything. Oh. Everything, when the cars came into play, they got rid of everything. But this is the last
section of it. Is that right?
So the Craggy Mountain line is what's left. So that's kind of what we.
Cool. So you take people down there, and then I've been on the Christmas one a couple times.
The Christmas one, which is great for the little ones. We have hayride on the rails.
Oh, cool.
In October and the fall.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is where we did the Christmas one, and then you go inside at the end. Now, don't tell your kids this, y'all, but when you do this train ride and you go inside at the end, there's Santa, and he gives you a little present. No trip to any place is ever complete without a visit to a record store. Here we are, Earth River Records in Woodfin. He's really, hi! Do you live in Woodfin?
I actually live in North Asheville.
Okay, which is how far away from Woodfin?
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
I know, yeah, it depends on where you live.
Our address is actually Asheville, which is a very
Yes, will you tell me about that? Because a lot of times you never see a Woodfin address, you just see Asheville, but it's actually city taxes paid to Woodfin.
Yeah, so it's a township, so they have their own police force and all that kind of stuff, and mayor and everything, but it's an annex of Asheville.
Yeah.
Much. It's great, actually, because
Cool.
we're really close to downtown Asheville, close to Weaverville, so, we're half the distance between both those towns, and people come from all over to come check us out.
Nice.
Yeah. We don't get walk-in traffic, but, that's
But you're a
fine.
destination.
Exactly.
Okay. Awesome. What's your name?
I'm Morgan.
Morgan. I'm Beth. Oh, Balkan Beatbox. Balkan Beatbox.
You guys know this one? What else? What's the story, Morning Glory? So Woodfin is kind of like a secret spot in Asheville, and nobody really thinks twice about it because it's so tiny. And it's just like a blip, you know? You just drive through it and you're like, okay, that's Woodfin, whatever. But there's a whole world to Woodfin. What's up with Woodfin? It's pretty dang cool, as you can see. But hey, what if it's not your cup of tea? What if you want to be on the east side? What if you want a proper downtown, which Woodfin doesn't really have? Head on over here, head to Black Mountain. Thanks so much. Ciao for now.